Every breach has a moment where someone makes a choice. Welcome to Threat Level Human, where we examine the attacks that exploit that moment, the psychology behind them, and the people caught inside them. The attack vector you can't patch.
Ghost Stadium. How attackers borrowed FIFA's own servers to steal $71 million to $474 million from World Cup fans. Threat intelligence firm Group IB has modeled the ticket fraud exposure for the 2026 FIFA World Cup at $71 million to $474 million, and that is the conservative figure covering only the premium and hospitality tier. The tournament kicks off in 2 weeks. Right now, more than 4,000 fake FIFA websites are sitting on the internet, waiting. 300 are already live, running paid Facebook ads, taking credit card payments, and serving a copy of FIFA.com so accurate that even the photos on the page are the real ones, pulled in real time from FIFA's own servers. Incident setup. Group IB calls the operation Ghost Stadium. It is the largest documented brand impersonation campaign ever assembled around a single sporting event. More than 4,300 fraudulent FIFA domains registered since August 2025, spanning 6 distinct fraud schemes operated by 4 independent threat actors working the same tournament at once. The 4-cluster operator structure has been independently corroborated by security analysts at GB Hackers. Approximately 300 of those domains are already operational. Roughly 3,800 remain dormant, pre-aged, and waiting to flip live as kickoff approaches. Campaign acceleration is already underway. GB Hackers documented 52 new FIFA-themed domains registered between April 1st and April 17th alone. The lead operator, which Group IB tracks as Ghost Stadium, is described as Chinese-speaking and profit-driven, identifiable by source code comments, and an 11-language interface that includes 3 Chinese variants. Vidar and Luma InfoStealer infections have already swept up 2,513 FIFA login credentials now trading on dark web markets, with broader InfoStealer logs containing FIFA references totaling roughly 130,000. The 2026 tournament kicks off June 11th across the United States, Mexico, and Canada. The infrastructure to defraud the fans attending it has been under construction since last summer. How the attack worked. The campaign has 2 technical innovations worth understanding. The first is patience at scale. Threat actors registered more than 4,300 FIFA impersonating domains beginning in August 2025, 9 months before kickoff. The point of registering this early is not just availability, it is credibility. Search engines and spam filters score domains by age. A site registered last week looks suspicious. A site registered last summer looks established. Think of a squatter who quietly moves into a vacant storefront, keeps the lights off for months, pays just enough on the electric bill that the building does not look abandoned. Then the week before, the big game flips on the "Tickets Here" sign. The neighborhood has seen the shop for months and assumes it is legitimate. That is one operator's economics. A scalper who buys 4,300 lottery tickets for a concert that has not been announced yet. Most will be worthless. The handful that land on the right, dates pay for the whole operation. The second innovation is the one that makes Ghost Stadium qualitatively different from previous brand impersonation campaigns. The phishing kit does not host its own copies of FIFA's logos or product imagery. It pulls them directly from FIFA.com's own content delivery network, in real time, the same way the real site does. A content delivery network is the global system of servers that stores a brand's images and serves them quickly to visitors. By pulling FIFA's images straight from FIFA's CDN, the fake sites defeat hash-based image detection because the bytes being served by the fake site are byte-identical to the real brand's bytes. Threat intelligence firm Flare independently crawled a separate set of 79 premium-tier domains and found the same pattern at the same scale. 45 of those 79 domains were registered through a single Singapore-based registrar, gname.com, the exact registrar concentration Group IB identified in its own larger dataset. The login screen is real too. The kit clones FIFA's ping identity single sign-on flow, the standard login once, access everything handoff, using FIFA's actual production client identifier and including a password reset scope parameter. Picture a fake hotel front desk that hands you a real room key card because it has a working copy of the hotel's card encoder. The lobby looks right because the paintings on the walls are borrowed from the real hotel across the street. You hand over your ID. The desk checks you in. Your real reservation is now theirs. That password reset parameter is the kill switch. Once the attacker has your credentials, they trigger a password reset and lock you out of your own account. They do not just copy your key. They tell the locksmith you lost yours, get a new one cut in their name, and change the combination while you stand outside in the rain. Payment then runs through card data capture, peer-to-peer apps, and a cryptocurrency on-ramp that settles funds beyond recovery. Why it worked. Ghost Stadium succeeds because the attackers stopped trying to look like FIFA and started borrowing from FIFA. That is a quiet but important distinction. Every layer of consumer brand protection, hash detection, image fingerprinting, content moderation, browser warning systems, brand monitoring tools, all of it is calibrated against attackers who copy and forge. None of it is calibrated against attackers who proxy the real thing through a fraudulent shell. The technical sophistication is not in the deception, it is in the architectural decision to outsource the visual authenticity to the legitimate brand's own infrastructure. For the fan, this collapses every instinct we have trained the public to use. Check the logo. The logo is real. Look for blurry images, misspellings, broken styling. The images are not blurry. They are pixel perfect because they are the actual images. Look for the padlock. The padlock is there. The site has a valid certificate. Make sure the login screen looks right. The login screen is FIFA's real login screen, running on FIFA's real authentication identifier. Add the emotional context. World Cup tickets are scarce, expensive, and emotionally loaded. Fans waiting on resale lists. Families coordinating travel across 3 countries. Hospitality buyers spending between $1,500 and $10,000 or more per seat. The closer kickoff gets, the more willing people become to click the ad, trust the offer, and complete the transaction quickly before the inventory disappears. Paid Facebook advertising is the campaign's main delivery engine, with 3 shared meta tracking codes linking hundreds of domains back to the same advertising accounts. Urgency plus scarcity plus a perfect-looking storefront is not a fair fight. Operational impact. Group IB's $71 million to $474 million estimate covers only the premium and hospitality ticket tier, a single slice of the operation. The firm warns that losses across the full campaign could reach into the billions. The account takeover problem extends beyond the fraud itself. The 2,513 FIFA credential pairs already trading on dark web markets mean thousands of legitimate ticket holders are walking into the tournament with accounts that have been quietly compromised for months. Anyone who reused their FIFA password elsewhere has extended the breach into their email, their banking, and their travel reservations. And because the payment chain terminates in cryptocurrency on-ramps designed for unrecoverability, the dollars that move through Ghost Stadium do not come back. There is no chargeback. There is no fraud reversal. Lessons learned. 3 actions. None of them clever. 1. Buy only through FIFA.com/tickets, FIFA.com/hospitality, or for the 2026 tournament, special Qatar Airways travel packages. Security researchers at ESET confirm those are the only 3 legitimate channels. Type the URL or use a known bookmark. Do not click ads. Do not follow links from social media. Do not trust search results. 2. Any request to pay for World Cup tickets in cryptocurrency is a scam. Period. 3. Enable multi-factor authentication on your FIFA account now before the rush begins. The credentials already on dark web markets mean password reuse risk is live today, not on June 11th. For brand protection and fraud teams, Group IB advises monitoring dormant domains for activation signals and pursuing takedowns at the registrar level rather than chasing sites one by one. When an attacker borrows the legitimate brand's own infrastructure, looking at the site to see if it is real stops being a usable test. The site is real, in the sense that matters to your browser. The defense moves one step earlier, to how you got to the site in the first place. Type the URL, use a bookmark, refuse cryptocurrency, enable MFA. None of those require technical knowledge. They are the dull procedural disciplines that defeat an industrialized operation built on the assumption that you will trust what you see. The 2026 World Cup will be watched by billions. Ghost Stadium has been waiting for them since August. If this analysis was useful, subscribe so you do not miss the next one. All sources used in this video are listed in the description.
This case study is a mirror. Somewhere in your organization, a similar interaction is happening right now, a conversation, a request, a moment of urgency, trust, or confusion. The question isn't whether these attacks are targeting your people. The question is whether anyone recognizes the pattern before it turns into an incident. New episodes every week. If this kind of analysis is useful to you, subscribe and leave a like. It helps more people find it.